One moment of mercy in early 90s sparked a toy revolution that gave the world its most famous friend, the teddy bear. In the early years of the 20th century, the world was changing. Cities were growing, inventions were reshaping daily life, and families found themselves caught between the old and the new. Yet, in the midst of all this change, a simple toy was about to be born, one that would find its way into the arms of children everywhere. The story begins in the autumn of 1902, in the dense forests of Mississippi. President Theodore Roosevelt, known to friends and foes alike as Teddy, was on a hunting trip. He was a man of action, a lover of the outdoors, and a president who believed in fairness and courage. The hunt was meant to be a break from the pressures of Washington, a chance to breathe the crisp air and test his skill. But the day did not go as planned. The guides, eager to please the president, cornered a small black bear and tied it to a tree, inviting Roosevelt to claim his prize. When he arrived, he saw the frightened animal, its eyes wide and body trembling. The president, moved by compassion, refused to shoot. "Spare the bear," he said, turning away. "It would be unsportsmanlike." News of Roosevelt's act of mercy spread quickly. In the bustling city of New York, a political cartoonist named Clifford Berryman captured the moment in a drawing for the Washington Post. The image showed the president, rifle in hand, shaking his head as a small, pleading bear looked up at him. The cartoon was published on November 16th, 1902, and soon everyone was talking about Teddy's bear. In Brooklyn, New York, a small shop stood on a busy street. Inside, Morris Michtom and his wife, Rose, worked late into the night, sewing toys and candies for their modest store. When Morris saw Berryman's cartoon, inspiration struck. He asked Rose to sew a soft, stuffed bear, a toy with button eyes, rounded ears, and a gentle face. They placed it in the shop window with a sign, "Teddy's Bear." The bear was an instant sensation. Children pressed their noses to the glass, begging their parents for the new toy. Morris, ever respectful, sent one of the bears to the White House, asking President Roosevelt for permission to use his name. The president, amused and touched, agreed. And so, the teddy bear was born. Word spread quickly. Orders poured in, and soon the Michtoms could not keep up with demand. They founded the Ideal Novelty and Toy Company, and the teddy bear became their signature creation. Across the Atlantic, in Germany, a toy maker named Richard Steiff was working on his own version of a stuffed bear. His aunt, Marguerite Steiff, ran a small workshop making felt animals, and Richard's design, jointed, soft, and lifelike, captured the hearts of children at the Leipzig Toy Fair in 1903. The teddy bear crossed oceans and borders, finding a home in nurseries and bedrooms around the world. Each bear was a little different, some with long snouts and jointed limbs, others with round faces and soft bellies. But all shared the same gentle spirit, a promise of comfort and companionship. As the years passed, the teddy bear became more than a toy. It was a friend in times of loneliness, a guardian against nightmares, a silent witness to childhood joys and sorrows. In the trenches of the First World War, soldiers carried small bears as tokens of home and hope. During the Great Depression, families who could not afford expensive gifts made their own bears from scraps of cloth and buttons. In hospitals, teddy bears comforted sick children, their soft arms offering a sense of safety. The teddy bear became a symbol of innocence and resilience. In stories and songs, in art and film, the bear appeared again and again, a reminder that even in the hardest times, kindness and love endure. In the 1920s and 30s, teddy bears took on new personalities. Some wore sailor suits or dresses, others sported bow ties or hats. Toy companies competed to create the softest, most huggable bear. In England, the Merrythought Company introduced the cheeky bear, with a mischievous grin and a bell in its ear. In America, the teddy bear became a staple of birthday parties, baby showers, and holiday gifts. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that bring history's greatest mysteries to life. The bear's popularity soared. In 1954, the first National Teddy Bear Picnic was held in Winnipeg, Canada, inspired by the song, The Teddy Bear's Picnic. Children brought their bears to the park, sharing sandwiches and stories under the summer sun. The tradition spread, and soon teddy bear picnics were held in towns and cities across the world. But the teddy bear was not just for children. Adults, too, found comfort in the soft embrace of a bear. During the Second World War, Red Cross nurses gave teddy bears to wounded soldiers. In times of loss or grief, a bear could offer solace when words failed. Collectors began to seek out rare and vintage bears, treasuring them as works of art and pieces of history. The teddy bear became a character in its own right. In 1926, Milne introduced the world to Winnie the Pooh, a bear of very little brain but a very big heart. Pooh and his friends in the 100-Acre Wood became beloved companions to generations of readers. In the 1950s, Paddington Bear arrived from darkest Peru, his suitcase packed with marmalade sandwiches and hope. These stories, and many others, gave the teddy bear a voice, a personality, and a place in the imagination. As the decades rolled on, the teddy bear adapted to changing times. In the 1980s, Build-A-Bear Workshop invited children to create their own bears, choosing the fur, the clothes, even the sound inside. Bears became superheroes, princesses, and sports stars. They traveled to space with astronauts, marched in parades, and appeared in movies and commercials. Yet, for all the changes, the heart of the teddy bear remained the same. It was a gift of love, a way to say, I care, I'm here, or you're not alone. In hospitals, police cars, and shelters, teddy bears continued to bring comfort to those in need. In times of disaster, volunteers handed out bears to children who had lost everything, offering a small piece of hope in the midst of chaos. The objects of this story are as iconic as the memories they hold. The worn fur of a childhood bear, patched and mended by loving hands, the shiny button eyes that have seen 1,000 dreams. The soft, rounded ears, perfect for whispering secrets. Each bear is unique, shaped by the hands that made it and the arms that held it. The people, too, are part of the magic. The mother who sews a bear for her child, the shopkeeper who arranges bears in the window, the child who clings to a bear on the first day of school. The teddy bear is a bridge between generations, a link between past and present, a symbol of the simple joys that make life beautiful. As the 21st century unfolds, the teddy bear remains a beloved companion. New designs and technologies have come and gone, but the bear endures. It is given as a first gift to newborns, a comfort to the sick, a keepsake for the lonely. It sits on beds, shelves, and desks, a quiet reminder of love's enduring power. So, the next time you see a teddy bear, whether in a shop window, a child's arms, or tucked away in a memory box, remember the journey it has taken. Remember President Roosevelt and the bear in the Mississippi woods, Morris and Rose Michtom in their Brooklyn shop, Richard Steiff and his Aunt Margarete in Germany. Remember the children who have loved and been comforted by their bears, the stories and songs, the picnics and parades. The teddy bear is more than a toy. It is a celebration of kindness, of comfort, and of the enduring magic of childhood. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of the teddy bear, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. There are more stories waiting to be told right here.